Hey everybody, welcome back to Mining Modern. I'm Corbin Hostler, and this is White Black Zombies. So this deck comes to us courtesy, make sure I get this right here, Julian Berteau, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but did well with this. I believe top 4 in RPTQ, which will qualify him for the Pro Tour, but also did well at Grand Prix Madrid with this deck. So it's pretty awesome. We've got a lot of recursive threats. We've got Grave Crawlers, Dread Wanderers, Blood Gas, pretty great. Of course, Lingering Souls here. And then Disruption, removal, discard spells. Pretty much got it all, and it just keeps it coming. The zombies just keep on coming. So I'm excited for this one. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and start things off, I believe, with the Gravecrawler here. Get our beatdown on. Yeah, definitely excited to give this one a shot. I was really hoping that we'd have something sweet coming out of GP Oklahoma City. We didn't. It was a bunch of big mana decks. Everyone knows how I feel about Tron. If not, go watch last week's video against Tron in round 1. Which hopefully we're going to avoid this time around. And it's an island. Kind of a cool island, actually. Alright, so I think that... Well, let's start by attacking. Island Pass, I'm not sure what that means. So I'm not sure if I want a Brutality here or not. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and Thoughtseize. Oh, man. Alright, so it's blue-green ramp. Alright, interesting. So, I guess we take the Caryatid here, so our opponent doesn't have the ramp, and we try to kill them before they get to any of these sweet value cards. Sort of a Turboland sort of build over there. Alright, so that's a Hinterland Harbor down. Alright, so this is good. I'm glad we let off, and there's another attack. Oh, I forgot to play a land on turn 2. Ah! Oh well, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. It'll be okay, team, I promise. That's funny, though. Alright, Dread Wanderer out there. I don't think it's going to affect much. Because we would have had an awkward decision this turn of playing Dread Wanderer or Lingering Souls anyways. I don't think my life's going to matter. I'll go ahead and do this. Not sure if I'll be pathing or not, but... That's kind of funny. I made that miss. I just have 6 on through there after the Thoughtseize. But again, I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. We'll path the Nissa here. Oh, a Tracker. Nice. Okay. I guess I'll just trade with Tracker. Or better yet, I'll just Collective Brutality it. Ah, Copter. Nice. Okay, so... A couple options here. I think I'm going to Brutality discard Lingering Souls. And we'll kill this and drain for 2. He's going to play Nissa next turn or E-Witness something back. None of that really matters. 7 is the break point here, at least with what we currently see. Pathing and playing Copter is tempting, so it's just attacking. I'm just going to attack. Oh, wow, okay. Sure. So now I think I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to play Copter and then path in my opponent's upkeep. This way they don't get access to the mana this turn. Next turn we can play Lingering Souls and crew the Copter. And if we draw land, we can Collective Brutality, discard Lingering Souls, and escalate it. Which will work pretty well here. Yeah, I think being on the play and having a 1-drop was pretty key here. Okay, not quite. Let's see. I can't push it. So this flips when they have 7, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 is the break point. And our opponent only has a way to get to 6, so I think we're just fine Lingering Souls here. And this makes sense because, yeah, this seems good. Our opponent probably trades off, but here we go with the Eternal Loot question. I'm not going to loot because our hand is good. Maybe I could loot away the push, but I can also loot it away next turn when I have more information. Also, depending on what... Well, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should have looted. Oh, Prophet of Crufix. Oh, I love our opponent's deck. This is great. All right, Mutavault was a good draw, though. Okay. So I'm just going to Collective Brutality here. Reveal, Drain. All right, don't need this Fatal Push. All right, so Reveal, Drain here. This puts our opponent to 5. We should have lethal in the air this turn, so our opponent's going to have something good. Nothing to get, and our opponent's stuck on 5 lands, so good to know there's Frost Titan in there. They can flash an Eternal Witness, but that doesn't do anything. So I think we've got it here. The Drain of Collective Brutality coming in clutch. Okay. All right, crew up the copter. Attack for 5 in the air. This matchup seems scary once we get to game 2, though. Our opponent has, like, reach on Silver Primordial and stuff like that. Although, you know, I guess this deck really, honestly, we probably should be looting every time anyways. Just because we have so many creatures that get value out of being in the graveyard anyways. Okay, so I don't know exactly what our opponent's doing here. I'm a little scared of it, I won't lie. I guess we want the removal. The Liliana seemed pretty good. Whoa, Magic Online's freaking out here. Alright, things we don't want. Fatal Pushes seem pretty mediocre. It's Sylvan Caryatids, which don't die to Fatal Push. Maybe our opponent has more, we don't know, but... Damnation, I don't think we want. It's tempting. Maybe I'll play one. The Fatal... I think let's just decide that the Fatal Pushes are bad. Maybe our opponent has actual Mana Dorks in there, like, you know, Land of War Elves or so on. In which case we'd want it. But I think maybe we can just kind of decide our opponent isn't doing that, at least for game 2. Since we don't know exactly what we're up against, and just pick up some extra pieces of unconditional removal here. Fulminator Mage is tempting, but I don't think we want it. That's not necessarily the game I want to play, where I'm trying to take down, you know, my opponent 1 land at a time while they're ramping and so on. The classic double Mutavault, all colored spells draw. Gonna get rid of that one. All right, this is nice. Brutality seems good. Well, this is a nice aggressive hand for us, so that's pretty good. Oh no. So they do have it. Okay. Alright, we'll lead with the Wanderer here, because it's easier to cast the Gravecrawler out of the graveyard. I guess we'll actually just be Brutality away Bloodghast next turn while we reveal and kill this Shraga Tree Speaker. Now, we might get very lucky here, nailing the Tree Speaker. Alright. I could... You know what? I can just go all 3 modes here. Why not? That opponent, that creature, that opponent. Discard these 2. This is pretty sweet value, actually. Alright, let's see what our opponent is working with over there. Alright. Jeez, okay. Nothing we're going to hit with this, but Bow of Nylea deals 2 damage to creature with... Okay, whatever. Rash Me, that's a good one. Sword of Fire and Ice. Okay, well, killing their creature here... pretty good, because that is some scary stuff. This deck is sweet. I want to play Blue-Green Turboland. These cards are so fun. Rash Me? Bow of Nylea? Uh-oh. Well, that's fine. We've drawn very well, obviously, so we get to just Liliana that thing away. Alright. Not this turn exactly, but I'm going to fetch. Excuse me. I think we can just get a basic swamp here. Alright, make our opponent sacrifice that creature. And get in here for 2. So next turn we can start attacking our opponent's hand. Although here comes Rashmi, so that's scary. Yeah, Rashmi will be a problem once they get to start doing stuff with it. All right, play our land plus our Liliana. All right, let's see what they choose to get rid of. So the Flooded Grove is in play. So they have the bow. Oh, they drew a force. All right, so their hand right now is bow and Sword of Fire. Nice. All right, I can cast Gravecrawler from my graveyard. I can do this as well, right? So it's actually just a free attack. All right, so we can get back that in the end step with the Bloodstained Mire. I guess we lose Liliana this way. But none of these... Yeah, I mean, this one could have blocked, I guess. I'm not sure. It means our opponent has to attack with Rashmi. We get to get in for a bunch of damage. This Bow Nylea just gaining life might be pretty good against us. Alright, Sword of Fire, nice. They need a land for this to really be a blowout, though. How does this work? So they get a free Sylvan Carry. Well, that's pretty good. This Rashmi's kind of sick. Yeah, picking up the blocker there is pretty nice. Yeah, maybe Damnation is good. You know, they don't even need to worry about... They have this to throw away to Liliana. I'm not even convinced that attack here is great. Next turn, they just get to suit up with this Sword of Fire and Ice and wreck us. Yeah, okay, we get to... Yep, that's kind of what I figured would happen. We do get to keep our Liliana. Alright, well, now let's figure out what we're doing for our turn. Ah, Inquisition, okay. I guess we get to get the bow. It's actually sort of relevant. And Birds of Paradise we don't care about. So yeah, get the bow. Plus to get rid of the card? Or minus to get rid of the Caryatid? I think plus to get rid of the card. Maybe that's wrong. I'm not sure. Alright, we get attacks. Well, I guess none of these attacks don't matter. We have to attack with everything for it to matter. Yeah, we are going to have a hard time closing this one out. Maybe I should have minus Liliana there. It was either attack with everything. I mean, that attack doesn't matter. I mean, maybe it does because I could have blocked. Maybe it was just terrible. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Alright, well. No cards in hand for our opponent, but we lose... Oh, he's coming at us. Okay. Sure. This shoots us, maybe, and redirects to Liliana? Yeah, okay. And they get to draw a card, sure. Awkward. Huh. I guess we do it. Well, we get to attack now and get in damage, and then I'll just block next turn. That won't work every time, but it'll work alright. And we got him down to 10. That means Bloodghast will at least have haste. Alright, our opponent drew a land. We have this creature that can block, that's all. Comes into play tapped, that's the problem. Alright, let's see if we can get a good draw here. That draw was what you call the dream. Now I get to plus Liliana, we get to attack our opponent down to 8, and we have chump blocks for days for Rashmi. Yeah, alright, not convinced I played the game perfectly, but it might work out. On the other hand, our opponent has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Could draw something pretty good. And it looks like they might have. Uh-oh. Oh, they have 7 mana. No, no. That's a disaster. Alright, Liliana down. Ah, that's right. Oh, no, and the Rashmi value. All right, well, that was pretty bad for us. I think even if I play, I don't know, if I play slightly differently, maybe it works out. I think if I played differently, we might have had a Liliana minus in there and been rid of the Sylvan Caryatid and done more damage, and they'd have less fans. As is, we're not dead, but this isn't great. Certainly pretty hard to attack through this thing. So there's a Clever Impersonator in their hand off of the Sylvan Primordial, or off the Rashmi trigger. Yeah, I think we're pretty dead here. Did not play well. That's for sure. Okay. Well, alright, that's a nice draw. Sylvan Primordial is not that insane either. Okay, well, we get to get in for 5. Flashback the Lingering Souls here. Okay, so our opponent has Clever Impersonator in hand, but Clever Impersonator is not good enough. So they need to draw something good, because we have Chump Block for the Rashmi, and then we have Lethal. So our opponent needs to draw something very strong. Well, they also get the Rashmi trigger, I suppose. How does this work? When you cast your first spell each turn, reveal the top card. If it's a non-land card with converted mana cost less than that spell, so in this case, 3 or less, you can cast it without paying its mana cost. If you didn't cast it, put it in your hand. Okay. And they revealed Temple of Mystery. Well, that's pretty good for us. I think this Clever Impersonator is priced into copying a Spirit. But we still have Lethal. Is they have 3 blocks that... Okay, so we have 5 attackers. They have 3 blocks. 1... Okay, well, let's see. Let's see what the math is. Block the Spirit. Block the 2 things on the ground. Take 2. Alright, not technically dead. Well, that'll do it. Oh, man. Nothing like playing poorly and not getting punished because you top deck your way out of it. Alright, Rashmi out of here. Team in for attacks. Alright, I think our opponent's lost card is nothing, right? We know about it? Maybe we don't. Maybe it's going to blow us out. Now they're acting like they're not dead. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, we did it! Okay, well, hey, sometimes you don't play perfectly and your deck's just good. Like I said, it's a tier 1 deck and sometimes it carries me. Either way. That was fun. That was fun. Our opponent's deck was really sweet. I'm actually excited. I wanted that list. I want to play that deck. But anyways, I'm Corbin Hostler. This is Mighty Modern. This is White Black Zombies. Seems like a pretty fun deck and carried us there. So thank you for watching. Let's see how we do next round.